All right, here we go. Let's do this. Oh, I guess I should set my timer. What do you guys think about, never really asked this, about you not seeing the timer? Are you okay with that? Anyway, happy Friday. We are gonna get after it. I have access to a timer, but I purposefully don't have you seeing it because sometimes I want to kind of veer and, you know, redirect. So I wonder if that's okay, or if that's kind of something that you'd rather have a timer somewhere visible. There are little features and ways to do it, but I don't know. Okay, we're starting with the bunny hops, rhythmic bunny hops, and shrug those shoulders, just really relax. We just got started, Michelle. We were delayed for various reasons. Ooh, my calves are warming up. We're going to swing those arms, alternating. Just let them fly. We're going to lift heavy today. The time is going to be short. The weight is going to be really heavy. And you're going to try to accomplish as many reps within a short amount of time as possible with as much weight as you can tolerate. So I've got my 25s, my 20s, my 15s. I've got 50 pounds on the bar. Yep, 53 pounds. All right, let's go ahead and swing both those arms up. Come down. Nice and warm as we get that lymphatic fluid moving throughout our body. Big movements. All right. From here, we're going to go ahead and do dead arm spinal twist. This one feels nice, following all that up and down. So we're really going to push ourselves today. If you're able to grab hold of your heavier weights, do so. You can always downgrade if you need to. Hinge at the hip joint if your back is okay. And we're going to bring those thumbs up to the armpits, add that spinal twist rotation a little quicker, moving and sloshing faster than dead arms. You can tap or pat that area right in front of your shoulder. Okay, we're going to move into golf swings. How many of you, I would love to know, do this on your own? This is something you could do on a day that you're sore but need to get moving. It's that real intentional 5 to 7 minutes of movement. Love to know. Sometimes that's all we need on a recovery day. Or maybe we're just walking or doing some light, gentle exercising. Okay. Finally, march those knees up, bringing those arms together. As I'm training a client, I'm noticing a little, low range of motion and stiffness in my left shoulder. It's kind of remember when I had that injury and I got real tight. That's where I seem to lock up, and I don't know if that's considered frozen shoulder, which is really popular at our age. Shift the weights left and right. But I was working with a client just yesterday, and I noticed that limitation. So it's real Good to continue checking in to make sure if you have any limitations or pain points, any reoccurring injury or stressors that just you want to be mindful of today as we're picking up heavier weights, okay? All right, let's go ahead and do a forward fold. That should feel really nice in the hamstrings. If you'd like to shift your weight, take your tailbone as low as you can. Lift that toe up and feel that nice lengthening right there in that leg. And now we switch. Take your time with this. But we are going to start loading. I slept okay, not great. And I got some food, but not a ton. So I'm kind of just checking in right now with my energy level. I'm not sure I'm at 100%. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to be real mindful of my lifting today. I want you to do the same. Just check in, like, okay, Becca wants me to push hard today. Where am I at? Did I not sleep well? Do I have an injury I'm nursing? Is there something emotional going on in my family? So all these factors come into play, right? And it's something you can be mindful of as you're about to lift heavy. So let's go for it. Here we go. I'm going to grab my bar. We're going to start with my favorite, deadlift. We're going to do two different things. There is a deadlift and a Romanian deadlift. Deadlift comes from the ground. If possible, I want you to pick your weights up off the ground. I have a bar, makes it easy, right? So I've got my bar here, and I'm going to go all the way down. What I do is I make sure I lower my hips and push through my heels, then I come to that stand, okay? So make sure you can do that. We're going down deep, lowering the hips, flat back, push through the heels, and then we stand nice and tall. Okay, let's do that again. Beautiful. Now, if that weight feels too heavy or you wish to not go all the way down, you can do just what we normally do, which is Romanian deadlift, or you can add more of a squat and protect that spine. Push through the heels, come up. Beautiful. Already getting more nice. 30 seconds, believe it or not. And then we rest. Okay? So we're going to take quick breaks, but we're going to stay right there with that same exercise. So same idea, but I want you to recover. So you should be lifting heavy enough that you want to recover, okay? And if you don't have adequate weight, then bite the bullet, make the purchase, or go grab more weight. Here we go, starting in 5 seconds, we're gonna drop down. So my feet are hip width apart, drop my hips low, draw my navel in, push through the heels. Right there, right about my knee, I can start to stand, lifting my upper body up. Come down, push through the heels, then we stand. So I'll show you side view. Down. We drive through the heels, and then we stand. It does become more natural the more we do it. Deadlift from the ground using weights, whether they're hand weights or a bar. And if they're hand weights, you're going to go even deeper. So just be very careful. Make sure you have the strength and flexibility to go deep. Time. Good work. All right. Quick recovery. A little bit longer. I'm going to switch up my timer real quick. All right. We ready? Let's go ahead and start. One more round. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Carefully drop down. Fire the core, push through the heels, and stand tall. When you stand tall, make sure you're really standing up, not arching the back, but Pull those shoulder blades back. Really, a lot of core has to be involved. Make sure you're safely lifting that heavy weight. And we're done. Good work. All right, go ahead and carefully place that down. We're gonna do one cardio hit. Wanna go 5? Are you good? Okay, stay there. So once, about in 10 seconds, we're gonna hit a 20-second cardio burst. So I want you to figure out what you're gonna do. I'm gonna be doing high knees. You can go dynamic or you can go low impact. I'm gonna go really fast right now, 20 seconds, and then we get about 10, 15 seconds to recover before we rest or before we reset. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay. Awesome job. Go ahead, take this time as you're catching your breath to grab weights for bicep curls. Heavy. As heavy as you can. I'm grabbing my 20s. I don't know if I can lift my 25s other than maybe 2 or 3 rounds. I'm going to try it. I'm not sure. Okay. So, starting at 5, I want to see if I can do 1. Here we go. Ugh. Okay, I did 1. Oh, wow. This is where we build. We really increase that resistance. Wow. All right, that's my max, and we are done with 30 seconds. 7 reps at 25. That'll take your breath away. So, give yourself time to recover. All right, in 20 seconds, we go again. I'm going to drop down to my 20s. That was hard, but it actually wasn't impossible. If I were to lift and my back was to arch for each one, that's too much. But since I was able to maintain a strong core, I was able to go for it. Okay, here we go. Again, 30 seconds, as many reps as you can. Good, time's up. Woo, same number of reps for round 2. Are you able to maintain that same number of reps? Are we going higher, lower? That should give you a little idea on if you need to adjust your weight. For example, if you're doing more reps second round, you need to increase your weight possibly. Here we go, round 3. All right. Athletic stance, strong core, soft knees. It's always a good rule of thumb. Make sure your core is involved. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. That's it. Good work. Okay. Another little cardio burst this time. We're going to move from the front to plank side to side. I'm going to have you bound if you're able. I want you to do this if your knees are safe, strong, and ready. Otherwise, steps are great. We're going to bound starting now, 30 seconds, well, 20. Oh gosh. Who's here? Go get him. Oh, that ferocious little goddess. So obnoxious. Okay, almost there. You're doing good. You feeling okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Woo, I felt that. Good work. Okay, we're gonna get our weight and get prepared for chest press heavy weight. I'm kind of nervous about 50. So I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna have my hand weights nearby. Go ahead and get in position for chest press. If you're like not doing chest press, you can do push up. Modified push up, you can push up against the ground. Here we go. We got it. 30 seconds. Slow and steady. When you lower, I want you to count your cadence. So 1, 2. I want your cadence to match. 2 up. 1, 2, up. 2, down. 2, up. Woo, time is up. 30 seconds is quick. So place that out of the way. Take a second, stretch it out. It feels heavy. I'm gonna go ahead and try 2 weights, 20 pounds. See how that feels compared to the, oh, this feels heavy. All right, the bar is a little more stable. So in some ways it feels actually easier, even though it's a little heavier. Yeah, it really is. This is a little more wobbly. So 2 hand weights forces me to slow down. So I'm actually moving at a 3 count. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One more rep, final rep. I believe today is my son Elijah's last day of school. He is going to take a final on Monday. Other than that, he is done. Woo, which is crazy. He is heading to college, praise the Lord. All right, so we're resting. We're going to take one more round, chest press. And I'm going to go back to that 50 bar. It's going to be heavy. First things first, I got to pick it up. Here we go. Time has started. Try to maintain that form where elbows come down 45-degree angle down towards the rib cage. Elbows don't flare out. Same with your push-ups, whether you're against a wall, a bench, the ground. You don't want those elbows to flail out. All right, time is up. Wow, okay. Good work. All right, so we're gonna stay right here. Well, we're gonna come back down. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and stay right here on the mat. We're gonna get a quick little, well, we're gonna do crab kicks. So pretty tricky. We're gonna basically bring your body up into this position and you're gonna kick. Now, if you're able to touch, go for it. I don't need you to go too fast, but time has started and you're just trying to get this full body tricep involved core crab toe touch. Crab kick with a toe touch. All right, now you can just stay here and kick. You could stay on your booty and kick. There are tons of options. Time is up. You're good. All right. We're gonna stay on the mat. I'm gonna use this heavy bar. You can grab your heavy weights. We are doing glute bridges with resistance. You're gonna feel this because you're gonna add a ton of resistance. So do your best to go ahead and get that weight placed carefully on that pelvic bone, and we're gonna drive up. So I'm supporting this bar with my hands, and I'm just adding some pulses a little deeper than pulses, maybe halfway down, halfway up. Sorry, all the way up, halfway down. I'm going to try to do my best mind-body connection and focusing on glutes, but my hamstrings are firing, so I need to be pretty careful. And time's up. That was the first 30. I'm going to make an adjustment to hand weights. So I want to move my feet a little wider. So feet are wide. I am literally holding my weights, but they are placed on my hip bone, and I'm going to move real small. I want to focus. My feet are wide as my mat, and I'm focusing on glutes. Yes, I am feeling this in my glutes a lot. So that's what we're trying to go for. If it transfers to low back or hamstrings, we reset. Come down, drive up, find the glutes. Oh gosh. All right, time is up. We're going to do that same idea for round 3, but next time you're going to walk your feet toward, like closer together, drive the heels up. Still add that resistance, that weight. Place it on the pelvic bone. Okay, so we got about 12 seconds to set up. I'm going to drive my heels up. Place that weight. Why are the dogs barking? Being naughty. Okay, here's the time. 30 seconds. Standing up. Now, I'm not going to move real big, but I am going to draw my legs towards midline. So I'm really focused on the inner thighs activated. And I'm pinching a quarter between my butt cheeks at the tippy top of my extension. Oh, hamstrings, get out of the way. Here we go. Come on, find it. Find the glutes. Find the glutes. Let the glutes be the primary mover. All right, time. All right, good job. Wowzers. That felt delightful. We're going to use this next time of transition to stretch. Excuse me. Got a little mushroom coffee action. I was telling good place about this mushroom coffee I was trying out this morning. It's coconut creamer and it's pretty tasty. Okay, so here we are in that deep runner's lunge. Hands are framing the foot. And I'm just going to drive the hip back, lifting the toe up. And I'm going to move, maybe holding for 2 to 3 seconds. So fairly dynamic, but not too quick. Keeping things nice and warm. Go ahead and switch to the other side. I want you to take 30 seconds on this side as well. Feels really nice, doesn't it? I love our little intermission stretching, kind of the middle of the class stretching. When muscles are so warm, I think it's a really smart idea to just check in. Don't go crazy. We're not doing like 10 minutes of stretching, but just a little warm attention, and then we continue to load. You don't want to overstretch. In fact, if you do overstretch, it's kind of hard to re-fire and engage those muscles. So we want to be careful not to go too long, too far, too deep, right? Save that for more at the end of class. All right, go ahead and come up to your feet. We're going to start to build muscle again. We're going to get in bent over row or back. Yeah, if you want to get in tabletop rows, protect your spine and row, that would be fine. But let's go ahead and load heavy. I'm going to grab my 25s, and it's going to be challenging. So you'll probably hear me over here. I'm kind of nervous. So chest parallel to ground, weight in front of legs. Pull the elbows up and back. I'm going to alternate, switch up using my bar for the next block, or next 30-second block. We're halfway. Oh, blessed, this is fun. I'm really pushing myself on weight today. Hope you are too. Oh, my core is really screaming and we're done. Wow. Okay. This is when you really want to take advantage of that rest. Catch your breath. I'm going to grab my bar, which has a little over 50 pounds. But same idea. Here we go. Bent over rows. Okay. Carefully push up, lift your weight, come to a stand, bend over, chest parallel to ground, shake the legs. Front view. Elbows stay close to the body. They don't fly out too far. Chest stays low even though it's hard. You want to inch up. Take breaks as you need them. We have 5 seconds. Oh my golly. That was really hard. Okay. Heart rate should be just pounding through your chest. Love that feeling. Different than high cardio, right? High cardio is like bum, 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 bum. Whereas strength training, heavy strength training, it's like, I don't know. Feels different. Does it feel different to you? Okay, here we go again. Round 3. Let's do it. Chest parallel to ground, shake the legs, let's go. I'm starting a little late. Pretty tired on round 3. I know Gus is whining at my door. You see his shadow? Oh my gosh, he's so funny. Oh my gosh. 3 seconds. We started a little late if you want to keep going. But I'm done. Oh, Anna's Foster. Okay. My mama's not here because she's heading to see me. Well, she's actually coming for Elijah. Come on, baby. You want to come inside? Okay, now grab the 8-pound puppy. And we're going to just do a quick little, grab. You don't have to grab anything. We're just going to step overhead. Oh my gosh, he's like loving this. Whee! Okay. Overhead press, lightweight, lateral steps. As you can tell, I'm using this as an opportunity to cuddle my baby. I mean, he was just totally chill with that. He's like, that's fine, mommy. That's fine. I mean, good work. Okay, we're back at it. What do we got? This is where we kind of make mindful decisions to transition, lighten our weight. We're going to do shoulders. We just warmed them up. Traps, okay? And triceps. Shoulders, traps, triceps. I'm grabbing my bar with 30 pounds. Still feels heavy. We're going to go overhead. If you have single weights, you're just taking your weights up overhead. Five more seconds. Okay, time. Wow. Hallelujah. Okay, you're fine. I'm going to go ahead and lighten my weight to 20 instead of 30. We're going to do that again, but we're going to change it up if possible. You're going to be mindful of placement. So let me show you. We're going to be in front, overhead, bring those hands back a little further, Bring it overhead, bring them in front. So if you have 2 weights, that's fine. Just pull your weights back a little further. I'll show you with 2 weights. Make sense? Are we good? 3 seconds. 2, 1. Beautiful. Good job. Okay. Final round. 30 seconds. This one you may need to take a breather. I'm going to grab my 20-pound bar. We're going to hover. So we're going to stay high and elevated. You may want to take a break at halfway point. Ready? Starting at 3, 2, and 1. Right above the head, hover. Little pulses. Side view. It's getting heavy. This is halfway. I'm going to rest quickly, and I'm going to go restart. Come on, you got 10 seconds. You're doing great. Come on, come on, come on. Quick recovery. Then jump right back in. Bless, I feel it too. Time. Grody. Okay. Good job. All right, so we've got triceps and upright row. That's 2 completely different target areas of traps and tris. Grab a weight that is light and manageable for both. I've got 8 pounds. It's probably a little on the light end. I could probably go 10, but 10s are over there and 8s are right here. So here we go. Upright row first. Get the elbows up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together before we lower. Upright row, squeeze, and then lower. If I don't see your elbows above your weights, I need you to pull them up. Yes. That's going to activate the upper traps. That muscle that helps you stand tall. Lift your head, time's up. Okay, moving on to triceps. You've got options. Bent over tricep kickbacks or skull crusher standing. I'm going to go ahead and activate my core, engage my core, drive my elbows up, and kick back, starting in 5, while starting at 8. Or you can go overhead, if you're still resting, overhead, tricep skull crushers, okay? Okay, time starts now, let's go. I'm gonna try to stay here for 30. I may need to make a quick adjustment, rest, and then reset. I'm keeping my elbows as elevated as I can. 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 5, 3, 1. Wow, good work. All right, so what are we doing? We're resting, and then I want us to, let's go half, 30 or 15 seconds, upright row, 15 seconds, skull crushers. We're gonna go pretty quick, so get the reps in, starting now. Here we go, 1, elbows up, 2. If your weight is too heavy, keep it slow. 3. 5 seconds left, we transition quickly. Ready? Transition, overhead, skull crushers, elbows in tight. Don't go too fast and hurt yourself, but try not to arch the back. That's a tricky thing to do when we're doing skull crushers. We want to kind of lock out, but stay in that horse stance. Time is up. Good work. Okay. Woo. If you can, we're going to clear your area. Make sure you have plenty of space on your mat. We're doing downward dog. Forgot what these are called, but they're fun. Now, if you don't want to do downward dog, I want you to do, ow, I just kicked a weight. My bare feet. Okay. Let me show you real quick what we're doing. From that plank, I'm going to touch my hand to my opposite toe, come back into a plank, opposite touch. Now, if you're like, Becca, I don't want to do this, that's fine. Get into tabletop bird dog extensions, get into a plank, find yourself into downward dog, child's pose. Make this count. Don't just stand there. Get into position and make it count. You got it. All right, time. Good work. All right, from here, grabbing that lighter weight that we use for upright rows and triceps, we're going to be doing some work on the mat. So think tabletop rows or plank rows. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a plank row with wide footing, alternating. Let's go 2. 1, 2 pulses at the top. 1, 2. 1, 2. Trying to keep the hips strong and stable. Try not to rotate. All right, and time. That was quick. 30 seconds. We're going to do it again. Don't worry. So, you can be on your knees in tabletop position. Same idea. We're going to row. You can be in that plank. This next time, I'm going to ask that you do rotate through the hips and stack that weight. So I'll show you from here to here. If that doesn't work for you, skip it and just focus on the rows. Time has started. Try to control that weight. Try to make sure you're in alignment. Shoulder above wrist. Oh, this is spicy. Beautiful. Good work. Okay. We have one more round, and then we're going to hop up and finish it out standing. We did start just a little late, so we are going to run a little longer. If you need to jump out of class, that's fine, but if you're doing the recording, stay with me. Okay. Here we go, starting in 3. Same idea. This time we're going to add a push-up. Now that push-up can be on the knees before we rotate, or you can do a full push-up, add the rotation. Really, our push-ups don't get better unless we train them. So, if you're able, complete a push-up. You could also stay in tabletop rows without rotation. Time is up. Good work. That's it. Now, we are going to go ahead and come up to our feet. We've done this a couple times with Sarah. So if you're making it on Wednesdays, you're going to know what we're talking about. Just catching my breath, no big deal. Okay. Remember how we get into that staggered? Okay, first pick up your weight. Light, 8 pounds. 8 pounds, light, 5, 8. I really don't want anything heavy. Okay. Hard to explain. Kind of that shortened warrior pose. So think heel to arch. Okay, right here, I've got this foot in front. My weight's in the opposite arm, okay? From here, we're gonna actually just reach down. We've done this where it's like a stretch. But what I want you to do is I want you to start here and extend up. Now, if that's like, that feels weird, you can ditch the weight. You can keep the arm down. But let's just use this time to teach. We're going to drive up and down. Now, I'm staying pretty close to my body. Let me see if I can show you a different angle. I'm gonna look up at my weight. My obliques are firing. If we need to stop at the knee joint and come back, that's fine. You don't have to go too deep. This is pretty far and creates a ton, or requires a ton of strength and flexibility in the core, obliques, back. So here we go. Once you've done 4 to 8 on one side, we're gonna go ahead and play on the other side. Line up the heel to the arch. It's a shortened warrior pose. Hand, open palm kind of glides. Let's just start with that weight down and just reach. Just feel that nice deep stretch. Now bring that weight up to the shoulder. You can keep it at the shoulder and reach, or you can drive it up, looking up towards the weight. Does that make sense? We feeling okay? This is a heavy core oblique. Sarah's warmed us up on Wednesday, so thought we'd give this a try, adding the weight, making it more of a strength challenge. All right, good work. Same idea, lightweight. With the weight, you're gonna get into a stagger stance. So my left leg, maybe your right if you're mirroring me, is bent, my heel is lifted, and then the weight's in the opposite arm. I'm gonna extend one arm out. I'm gonna lower, pulse, and come up, okay? Down, 2, come up. Now, optional to drive the weight right here, okay? So it's 1, 2, drive. 1, 2, drive. Side view. 1, 2, drive. Other side. 1, 2, drive. Okay? Let's go ahead and switch. One, two, lift. 1, 2, lift. Now we drive optional. 1, 2, drive. With the light weight, we can move a little quicker, but not too fast. Good. Last 2. So it's a staggered stance, Romanian deadlift pulse with a clean. Clean is that bicep clean, okay? All right, good work. Time is up. Let's just cool it down. You did good. You did a lot of heavy lifting today. We got you really working in multiple muscle groups. Oh, just do a quick check-in. You know, my legs, biceps, and back are gonna be nice and sore. So grab the wrist after you cross your legs and lean into this stretch by pulling just so slightly on that wrist. Same thing, other side. Cross those legs, grab the wrist, and lean into the other side. Oh, that feels delightful. Take those hands, clasp them together behind you. Hinge forward if you want to, lowering the head to the ground, relaxing and releasing the hand or the arms closer to the ground. Go ahead and come up. Swing those arms like we started. Good work today. Awesome job.